How can valuable insights for an organization be furnished? How can key stakeholders have long-term value created for them? How can the financial metrics of a company be truly judged? How can investment decisions be better informed? Herein actually lies ESG reporting, where we disseminate data regarding the organization's operations in ESG, which provide a snapshot of the business's impact on investors. Quantitative and qualitative disclosures are summarized and investments are better screened. Investors of the new age believe that companies that have a great ESG performance are better ready for the long term, less risky and better prepared for uncertainty and volatility. Such companies are deemed to be resilient. Once on the sidelines, governance and CSR have been brought to the limelight, to the center of the boardroom table rather than staying on the sidelines. When supply chains are organic, products are ESG compliant, and the workforce is taken care of, consumers and investors positively respond to them. Such organizations may have a competitive advantage over those who operate traditionally. Climate change, human rights, diversity and equality are being looked at more closely by corporations because they know the world is watching. Sure, it's a pandemic and companies have been massively affected. While their fight or flight response has put them into survival mode, ESG issues are considered integral to how resilient a company is. In December 2020, Larry Fink of BlackRock remarked that climate change would become a defining factor. BlackRock went on to update its guidelines and global principles to reflect its commitment to diversity and climate. A consortium of investors managing $9 trillion in assets committed to investing along with net zero carbon goals. So clearly, ESG is being favored and is bound to continue to succeed. With the world on fire, it's time to be forearmed as the fight is already here. The need for sustainable future, behavioral changes and reductions in carbon emissions are paramount and organizations know it. Those who do not recognize it have lost the trust of the customers and have not done too well. Today, it seems like sustainable companies can not only build profits, they can also build society. Key stakeholders, be it employees, shareholders, local communities and customers can feel part of something organic and beautiful that helps everyone. It doesn't become a zero-sum game or winner-take-all corporatism. The meaning of profit has also changed. Now it can be means to augment share value, formulate social and environment sustainability and build the future. It is no longer an end-all, it's an organization's be-all. Some may say, oh great, another woke thing, this is some kind of political correctness that is costing corporations. But it is not a cost, it is an investment. It is about operating responsibly and sustaining. It means there are more transparency now, and no, it doesn't cost corporations, it actually helps them. For example, the renewable energy sector is poised to have $13 trillion in additional growth. So what are ESG and sustainable investing? Is it a philosophy? Is it an amalgamation of core values? Quite possibly both. It's also businesses taking charge, providing value to investors at a time, at a cost they're comfortable with. What is next though? We need industry leadership and more innovation in how investing will go forward. ESG initiatives have been around since the 1950s, but they became a credo for organizations only in recent times. The 2010s was spent for debate and discourse, and the 2020s will see it put into practice. If sustainability is the way to go presently, the future is exceptionally bright.